we're in Te now, and we've done about 3 repacks. We had to lose about 20 kilos. It's a beautiful day down here. We're all prepped. We're just staying in Te now tonight in this little cabin. Sunday morning, hopefully first morning of our trip. We were a bit delayed with the chopper. We're just off to the hangar shortly. It's just a lineup in case we don't come back. Yeah. So people go missing.
Yep. Once you get everyone out of the hangar, once you've got your stuff, yep, we're going to start pushing some machines out. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Early morning.
Right. Put on a stretch and just make sure that's good there.
Caswell Sound, Greg and I, 9 days of hunting.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. So this is Caswell Hut, which is going to be Greg and my base for the next 9 days. They weren't that generous with windows. She's pretty bloody dark in here. There's holes in the floor and 2 little windows. But a big open fireplace. What have we got? We haven't got a billy or something. So,
yeah, that's bad.
but yeah, she's pretty dark and dingy in here. Never mind, it'll be a safe haven when the weather turns to shit. So we're just about to pack up our expedition rafts that Glenn has kindly lent us. We got into the hut, stashed our stuff away. While I was mucking around outside, I heard a stag roaring, probably only 200 yards from us. Later on, Greg just went down to fill up our water bottles, and whilst he was down there bending down, you know, filling up the water bottle, a bloody 11-point stag just came down, crashed down the clay bank, leapt into the water and swam across and went up the other side. So yeah. How far? 10 meters away from you. Yeah. We're going to, the weather's fine, so we're going to head down Caswell Sound to one of the spots that we've decided that we want to go to before the weather sets in. So, well, we've launched and we're out, and sandflies are still absolutely hammering us. Just up here from camp, oh, he just went now, there's a stag roaring up there. So we've got them all around us, and they are making noise, so it's a good sign. Greg's just tying his pack on, mine's well wedged in, so this is the little bay out of the creek that we want to hump tomorrow. So we're just going to cruise in here and find a camp. There's fresh water, probably 50 metres. There's a stream coming out on the other side of this little peninsula. This is our nice little bay. Yep, is it cool?
Just heading out for our first full day of hunting. It's Tuesday now. But yeah, what a way to start your hunt. Look at that. Magic.
He's coming. Too small.
As soon as we squeak.
So we've just had our first encounter this morning. Greg obviously saw the one by the hut yesterday, but we haven't had much action until now. We're about a third of the way up our creek. We just let out a roar, and he replied to us probably up 100 metres away. To be fair, man, he's never seen 100 in his life. He came within 10 metres.
Closer than that.
Probably closer than that, 5 metres. So hopefully we caught it on camera for you guys, but more than happy to let that young fella walk away. And he didn't bolt, he just literally walked off. And look how steep it is up there.
We're not going up there.
Yeah, we've just broken out into the riverbed. Should be pretty difficult trying to find a flat campsite in a lot of this area, but just to give you a view of how steep the sides are. Right there. About 500 metres from the head of the basin. Well, we just broke out onto the only open bit of this valley. There's a pretty good slip up there. Greg walked around the corner and you just saw a set of antlers just like literally 15 yards away. But look at, she's pretty much a walled valley here. It's amazing. Hey? Fuck, this is just amazing. He's not even concerned. Where's your brother? Jeez, honestly.
You tree, see it walking across. Need your camera. I think it's a hide. Can you see where? Can you see it?
How far up?
See this dead tree in front of us? These 3 dead trees.
Yes.
Go to the top of them.
Yeah.
And the in between the real tall bit and the next bit to the left, come across that waterfall.
Oh yeah. Yeah. To the left side.
To the left. There's a little green bush.
Yeah.
It's right on top of that green bush.
Yeah. Greg's just got us an entree for our dinner tonight. We've got some cockles and pippies. We're living off the land. Haven't had much action this morning. Had one roar not too far up behind the camp, but he only roared once, and Greg gave him a response, and he must have been holding hinds or cows, and he's buggered off. The sandflies are absolutely fucking nailing me right now.
It just goes straight down. You can almost see
Really? Pretty cool. We're just sheltering from the rain. There he is. Oh, shoot him. Go on.
Say your name.
I will. We got weather reports that she was going to cut up pretty rough tonight, so we've paddled back from Green Point, set up this Stony Creek tarp outside. Caswell Sound Hut is pretty dark inside. There's 2 little windows. Chuck this tarp up and we'll do all our living outside and sleeping there later tonight. We've had our dinner. We're going to go and see if we can catch some fish.
Here comes the great white fisherman. Got his Cherokee on a, I think it was a carnish jig or something, just on the hand line. But he started off here, he hasn't even paddled anywhere, and it's just obviously an outgoing tide. It's floated him a couple hundred metres out. But here comes Captain Kitchener on HMS Caswell. But he's got a bit of fish there, something for some fish bites.
Greg's all set up for a wet weather day of hunting in his wetsuit. And I've got Captain Pugwash's buddy raincoat on. Some old skipper's left it at the hut, so we're going to go and get ourselves some crays for lunch, eh? Pretty hardcore, but everyone else is probably camp bound, but we're on an adventure, so gonna get us a feed. Scenery is just spectacular. Bloody lucky to live in New Zealand. Amazing. Woo.
There was only like 2 waterfalls over there yesterday.
Look at it. Look at these side ones, they're just pumping. Doesn't the fresh water sit on 6 feet on the top?
But I thought it might be a little bit salty, but it's not salty at all, eh? It's like probably because of the rain.
Look over there, waterfalls around us. The stags are not roaring today, so we're not wasting our time sitting in the bloody dark hut. Yeah.
Yeah, legal, easy. Just the easy ones.
It's number 4, we got 2 each. And it's pelting down with rain. For lunch. Woohoo.
Hungry.
Here's the bucket of water. There's a little lake up here. And we've emptied it once already today. So she's been raining non-stop. Here's the river behind the hut. This probably has come up a good 2 metres. This is the back of our hut. Yeah, when we got here, without a doubt, it was a hell of a lot low. You can see white water pumping behind there. So even if anyone from the Stillwater block wanted to bail and come to our hut, there's no way in heck to get across this river right now. Friday morning, the rain has abated, so we decided we're just going to chuck on some wet weather gear and poke out and see what's about. Wow, you can't mess with Mother Nature. 3 days ago, the stag leapt in and swam across that. I guess he won't be coming back here no matter how hard we roar. He's stuck on the other side now. It's Friday and it's day 2 of the rain. It's eased off a bit, but we're not going to spend our days sitting in a hut under a fly feeling sorry for ourselves. So we thought we'd just familiarise ourselves with the local surroundings. We've come up, I'm not even sure what that river's called. Is that Lake? Oh, it's the Stillwater River flowing out. It's flowing out of Lake Marchant. So we're here on the edge of Lake Marchant. Funnily enough, that's Greg's surname, so not sure whether his great-great-grandfather came here back in the 1880s or what, but yeah, we figured we'd come up here and just mooch around our side of the lake, see what we can find. Well, it's Friday night and we're just having dinner. We went for been raining all day Thursday, and it was raining, to be fair, this morning, so we decided just to put our raincoats on and went for probably a decent 5-hour walk up to Lake Marchant. The rivers just were still pumping, and we encountered a hind. Other than that, not just one or two faint roars. So yeah, we came back and we're just having crayfish and risotto for dinner tonight. You can see around the hut, she's pretty wet floor, but all in all it's a good little hut. Rather be in here than in a wet tent. Saturday morning, it's an early start. It's always a bit difficult putting wet boots and wet clothes on, but we're going to do a big mission. We're going to pack up the pack rafts, hump them over the hill, and see if we can set sail in Lake Marchant and paddle our way up Stillwater Creek. See if she stopped raining last night, so hopefully if the sun comes out today we might hear a few. But yeah, we're starting off now. So we've just humped it up and over the hill, and we're on the edge of Lake Marchant, which we're about to paddle up Stillwater Stream, which is our boundary. As you can see, the blue sky is breaking out today, so we're hoping after 48 hours of solid rain, these guys are going to come out and dry out and give us a bit of noise. So we've lumped the pack rafts in a couple of packs up here. Probably took us about an hour and a half, so we're just going to blow them up now and set off. Well, we're being rewarded for our patience. It's an absolutely stunning day once this cloud burns off. We're here in the middle of Lake Marchant. Look at that for a view. Stillwater River comes out up there, so we're heading up there. There's some flats. We're hoping just to quietly paddle up and just hear something. Come this way. Well, we just had an unsuccessful encounter with a hybrid. We probably got within 40 yards of him, but he smelt us and he just went quiet. But at the same time, there was a wop going off just a bit further downstream, so all's not lost. Yeah, doing a bit of patrolling the boundary. Off to listen for our next encounter. There's an amazing river to kayak up. It's perfect. We just cruise up here. Greg will give out a bugle or a roar. She's a big fella, that boy. It's nearly 2/3, 3/4 the size of Greg's hand. There's still one behind us. Okay. Yeah, we're just having a break, having some lunch. We just rolled up a 8-pointer. We got probably within, I don't know, 3 or 4 meters. It came. Hopefully my GoPro was not pointing towards the sky, so we have got some footage of it on my camera. So, but we're just letting things quieten down. There's another one going 100 meters further up our side, so we're just going to let things calm down, eat our wraps, and go and have a crack at that one. He's possibly the bigger one of the two.
Yeah, we just brought a beautiful 8-pointer, which is pretty exciting. We didn't even roar. There was another one roaring further up the river, so they were just roaring at each other. We just walked right in on him, and he must have heard us stick break, and he came within like 4 meters of us, and then ran 15 and stood there and looked at us for ages. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's definitely the mission way to do it: stealth up the river with the pack rafts.
We just listen for them, pull it into the bank, and clamber up the bank and go for it. So up there is the boundary of our block. Just up to the left is the side creek, Expectation Creek. So we've got one bugling about 200 metres up in front of us. So we'd better go check it out.
is he in?
Okay. Shark him a squeak.
There's a hind there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was looking at me, but when you're right, she turned around, go behind the tree, probably about 30 metres away. He's standing right behind her. I can't see him.
They had a few more points than that. They had a few more points than that. It was like 10 though, little, but I got them really good.
Pretty good main on him.
Is Expectation Creek. We came all the way up the Stillwater, and hang on, I'm gonna, so there's our proof, somewhere up there, Three Duck Lake and Glen and Emma, but we've paddled up the Stillwater to this point and had a fair bit of action today. Look at those tops in the Charles Block. That's why you can't get all the Wapiti. It's just unbelievable how steep it is. We're just drifting downstream quietly. It's 4 o'clock. They might just start opening up again. These expedition rafts have been amazing. Oh, 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 oh. It's Sunday and we're having a sound stay, Caswell Sound. We've gone from the river, we're just mixing it up. We're just going to paddle around the sound and listen. The animals are roaring and bugling now, so we're very light. I've got a gun between my legs and he's just got a dry bag. We've perfected the just paddle into the shore, tie the boats up and go in on them. So sandflies are biting a bit. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 100% rain, so tomorrow will be another crayfish fishing day in the rain. So here's the issue at Caswell Sound with people leaving their gear on the beach. The river's going out and the tide is coming in. Look, yeah, just watch it alongside the rocks. It comes in really quickly. So up there is Green Point Valley. That's where we were for the first 2 days of our hunt. She's pretty steep up the top. It's like a walled valley. We didn't have much success up there, but even though we're halfway down the sound, we totally feel safe in these pack rafts. They've been amazing. Just the sights and the places they've enabled us to go have been priceless. Look at these beautiful waterfalls. Sometimes we get 100 metres apart, and then we sort of catch up to each other. There's some big slips just up here on the right that we're just going to cruise quietly past and give out some bugles, see what happens. Bastard just cut our wind. The bugger's trying to cut our wind. We're probably 50 yards from them. We've just come out on an open ridge. Ooh. We just had a bugle, but that is the Tasman Ocean. That's the end of Caswell Sound there. We lucked out and it was a Wapiti. It was bugling. It wasn't making hybrid or red stag noises, and we got within 60 yards of it.
I've been seeing the fucking bushes moving.
That's all we got.
We'll probably
60 yards of bushes moving.
no, we'll probably.
This is the most open bit of bush here that we've come across in days.
Campsite.
Never mind. Alright, we'll carry on. I've just been checking those slips out. There's nothing out there grazing on them. Just another typical day in Fiordland. It's abnormal if it doesn't rain out here, but we're lucky we've got this. It's handy for wet days. Another Monday morning at the office in Fiordland. It's no good for hunting, but we're going to go and get ourselves some cherokee, cod and hopefully crayfish again for lunch. Yep. Nice.
He's alright.
Yeah.
They are legal, easy. Just the easy ones.
Well, it's just one of the other delicacies that Fiordland offers up to those that can freedive. He's just this fair old pissing down. Pissing down with rain and on a builder string line and no bait. I've just caught a Fiordland blue cod. Woo-hoo-hoo! Pretty happy. Well, it's not the biggest fire in the world, and to be fair, most of our gear is still pretty damp, but it's just enough to warm our spirits for a final big push tomorrow, and see if we can nab ourselves a Fiordland stag, or bull I should say. It's our last day. We're back at Lake Marchant. We set the alarm for 4:45 this morning. We got up and had our brekkie and left at about 5:30. So we're here. Last chance saloon to try and get ourselves a Fiordland bull. It's supposed to be a cracking day. You look up there, the clouds are moving, there's a bit of blue sky, so I'm going to pump up the rafts and go for it.
Tuesday morning. Hang on. 10:15. Yeah, just now. 10:15. It was turning. A couple of animals roaring and googling up around the corners. So just going to keep paddling for it and see what happens. Been pretty quiet really. Chased one earlier on. No luck. Yeah. First roars was heard in the last hour.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. What the fuck? He's not going to stop now. Where the fuck did you shoot him? I know you shot him.
Top of the shoulder.
Oh, I should have shot him in the head, man. Fuck.
Oh, just
just about to pull off for lunch. Heard another bugle, but right where we're going to hop out, the big eel down here somewhere. If I can find him again. He's just about mooching around underneath the kayak. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, I've lost him. Damn it, he was a good one too. About a metre long. Gone. Oh, just had a pretty cool encounter with one wap stag, but that's another story. But yeah, this is what poor wapiti hunters have to eat for lunch sometimes. We've got crayfish, crumbed crayfish nuggets, and also garlic butter crayfish on a wrap. So yeah, we're doing it rough. Thoughts, Dave?
I'm just pissed off I didn't put a second shot into him quick enough. I smacked him and he went down, and then about 10 seconds later he fucking got up and decided he would come straight for us. But we tracked him for an hour and a half, and probably we've tracked him about a K, blood trail, but obviously didn't hit him well enough, unfortunately.
Actually, while we're actually eating lunch, it's not just Dave sitting on the bit of a grassy mound. We've actually got a pretty cool backdrop. We've got the top end of our block up there, the sun's shining. Glen and Emma up there somewhere, and then back down there across the water is Stillwater block, Stillwater River right here obviously, and then heading down there will be the boundary between Stillwater and Charles block. And yeah, home for us is over that hill there, so the river goes right round out to the lake and then turns into rapids down to the sound. But yeah, pretty magic day. So Dave's backtracking because he thinks he's lost the GoPro. Where he told me he lost it was exactly where I found it. He obviously didn't look very hard. Well good, we'll catch him up, but there's a stag roaring above us and he's getting higher and higher, so we might have lost our chance.
Well, it's our final day, and yeah, we're heading back to camp, but Fiordland can throw a lot of things at you, but this certainly has been a highlight for Greg and I, paddling these pack crafts up and down. It's been very relaxing and an interesting way to hunt deer. You certainly can sneak up on them when they're bugling or roaring. It's a mighty day compared to yesterday.
Yeah, so we're pretty much at our last corner before the lake. Those rocks are sort of the first thing you see when you turn up the river. And I let out one last roar, and a stag replied literally like just here, not very far away at all. I don't know how he didn't hear us getting ready, but yeah, I snuck up to about here. Unfortunately without the GoPro. Got to here, gave one roar, and he literally roared straight away. Then I saw him coming through there, and if you just hop over here, Dave, and go for a little walk straight through there. I haven't even been up to him.
Oh.
He was just walking sideways. Yeah, not a monster, but he's a red, so we thought we'd take him out.
Oh.
Another one, eh?
Hang on. Yeah, he's not happy.
You ready? I'll be there to finish him off.
Well, this is quite a fitting way to end our trip. Here's Greg at the end of the Stillwater River. We're actually in Mount Tanilba block. We're obviously allowed to go up and down the Stillwater. Coming into Lake Marchant, and yeah, he's got himself a nice 9-pointer right at the end of the trip. So yeah, we thought he's just a rare, so we'll take him out of the gene pool.
Sweet. Just paddling back out into my namesake lake, Lake Marchant. Probably got just around the corner, and I don't know, 300 or 400 metres to go before we ditch the pack rafts and try and get back to the Caswell Hut in about an hour from there, I suppose, before it gets dark. But yeah, good way to finish the trip, really. He was obviously had potential to grow bigger, but he was as red as they come, so I thought, why not? We'll pull the trigger. We've let that many walk this trip, and we've got a bit of meat to take back with us as well. It's all, it's not in the pack, it's all in the pack grass down by our feet. Just trying to cool it down in the bags up against the water. So yeah, all good. In the hood, looks like we're having venison risotto for dinner. Not a single backcountry eaten on this trip. Yeehaw! Thanks, Fiordland. We noticed the temperature drop last night when we had our fire. We only had a fire because we wanted to dry some gear out, really. And when we came through here this morning, way up on those tops there, we thought it was snow. We go, no, surely not. But yeah, it was definitely snow because it's not there now, and it was pretty white this morning. So those boys up on top of that's Mount Charles or Charles Block, they'd have been pretty cold if they're up on the tops. But yeah, we just got to go down to where the sun's shining down there, just around the corner. And then that's us, that's where the rapids start, so we better get out because it's a bit gnarly. Here's the start of the rapids, right there. That's our get out, just up here. I probably would go down them if I had safety gear like a helmet and a throw rope and stuff, and a proper kayak jacket. I think they're pretty manageable, but yeah, pretty much Dave's first time in a kayak, so I thought we'd better play it safe. It's all good. It's only an hour walk back to the hut, but it'd only be like a 10-minute kayak, 15-minute kayak. Yeah, Dave's ahead of me. Just had to send a couple of in reaches while I was out in the lake. But yeah, there's that little bit of orange tape to indicate the wharf. All good.
It's Dave and Greg. We're just signing off for the end of our 9-day trip into the Mount Tanilba block. Had a few wet days, but on those days we utilised the pack rafts that Glenn and Emma, the expedition pack rafts, lent us, which were fantastic. We probably clocked up over 50 k's in them. We got crayfish. We went down the sound, humped them up over the ridge over behind our hut, and that gave us access to the Stillwater Creek or Stillwater River.
Again, thanks to the Backridge Butcher, definitely opened up the country that we could hunt and just being able to go out and get crays and get some cod and teriyaki, and we got pippies and cockles, and yeah, it was pretty cool. yeah, the animals that we saw and let go, there's a bit of promise, fair bit of promise there, and hopefully someone in a few years will nab some of the ones that we did let walk. One I got was just a cull animal, a red stag, and yeah, it was like the last probably half an hour of light left on our hunt, so we bowled him over. But yeah, good times all around really.
Alright, catch you guys on the next trip.